Sophia here. And we're back! And I have a lovely little thing to show you guys today. I was really bored one time, and so because I was really bored and honestly in dire need of money. Because do you know how expensive everything is lately? Since we have a lot of capstone research, I also have to work really hard to make sure it's all coming together. So there's a bunch of printing to be doing, a bunch of book binding, and I have to also buy a lot of materials for the research product itself, for the soap, and we have this recollection going that honestly took a lot of my money. And not just that, there's just a lot of things that I have to pay for because I have my own kind of money since I wasn't really asking my mom for extra money, but now that I have I got to buy my own stuff. But the thing is, oh my god, almost all of my savings are gone in just like what, under a month. So I needed I need money, and I was really bored. So and I haven't done any of these in a while. So this might be a good idea for me. So I was like, let's do this. So I got on Twitter and Instagram and started searching for particular art contests, and there was this one that really sparked my eye, let's to say. It really spoke to me, and I just felt like maybe I have a chance, and the characters are really cute. And so at indie_v on Twitter hosted her contest, which is the deadline is on May 5th. So if you're watching this and you're interested, go ahead. But she hosted her own contest. Hashtag wait a minute. Hashtag IndieV Art Contest. So I was looking at the OCs and I thought they are all so adorable. But one particular OC of hers caught my mind. And so I was like, let's do this, why not? So I made this entry that I honestly had a lot of stress over because there's this composition that I really wanted to do. And I was having a hard time with this composition because, well, let's just say I don't really draw a lot of high angles or low angles. What's it called again? High angles because it's from the top, right? So I don't really draw a lot of high angles lately, and I haven't done a lot of perspective lately. So I with this practicing perspective basics that I've been following by Mark Brunette on March, since I do this like March, and it's March today, so I'm recording this in March. It's gonna go out in April, but yeah. So I was really struggling with this, but I tried to apply what I have learned from there, and I took a reference picture of myself because, well, the first one I kind of lost the picture of, but it looked really terrible. Wait, it was awful. So I was like, let's do this. So I put my freaking phone on the bunk bed and I took a picture of myself doing this exact pose, and it came out cute. And so I followed that, and then I got this cute competition. This cute body. I don't know if it's really effective, but I am quite happy with the result. I think she's adorable. I think her anatomy is kind of okay, and I worked a lot more on her breast. So yeah, it's not just a boobs, weird boobs. It's kind of cute. So this is her character, Chase2, I believe. I'm not really sure on the particulars of the names Haesu. So this is a bee queen, I think. Wait, I'm opening up the book right now because I'm forgetful and I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So with her color scheme, I really love the way that she has this bright white skin and this white hair and this dark, really dark accent. I think really adds a lot to the character. And with not just that, there were popping colors of gold and especially the beautiful big red eyes. And I thought this color scheme is really nice to work with, and I knew that this was the character I wanted to draw for her art contest because there were 3 characters and you can choose between a camera girl, a cute pigtails hair girl, and a sheep girl. So with this bee queen, so I was experimenting a lot with this rendering for this one as well because, well, as you can see there, I don't really do a lot of I forgot what it's called again, but when it's patch rendering, I forgot, dappled light, I think. Yeah, I searched for this particular term, but I already forgot. So I was also struggling a bit with the rendering itself, the shadows and lighting, because, well, like I said, it's a dappled light or whatever. And so there was there was supposed to be a tree on top of her, and this tree is casting shadows on her face. But also between the gaps of that tree, I wanted some of the light to shine through and illuminate her body and her background. So I didn't know how to particularly do. It's the first time that I'm doing. I experimented a lot with the background. I used this leaf brush, and I was trying to make it work, and I think it worked really well. So you can like check it out at the end or at the start. I don't know if you've seen this piece on Instagram or Twitter, then you already know how it looks like because you gotta follow me on Instagram. It's where I post, okay, stuff on schedule because I post Monday, and then speed paint usually goes out Saturday. So I think this is a good time frame so that I could also focus on making these videos because as of the moment, making these videos usually take me a lot of time because of the editing. So usually I spend a couple hours a day to edit as well. So and yeah, this is actually the first time I've been speaking a long, long time about my artwork. This is like the first time. Okay? I don't usually speak about my artworks during speed paints because, well, I'm not really sure. I don't really usually know what to say. I'm not necessarily a professional. So, yeah, I think this is a good change. Sometimes we gotta talk about the artwork itself. So she's basically on the ground during autumn, and she's yeah. And I also made some color graph for this one. Is that shown in this video? I can't remember. But I also made some color graph, and I was playing around with the colors. I wanted her to have this exact color scheme, but with the background and the foreground, I wasn't really quite sure what I wanted. Should I go for something blue to contrast her reds and the yellows and her orange warm color scheme, or should I go with something monochromatic and go for like a gray color scheme so that her gold and red really popped out of the screen? Should I go for something purple, a little bit purple, so that it felt a little bit warmer? I wasn't entirely sure, but I did. But I also decided maybe I shouldn't go too far away with the contrast and focus a bit more on natural colors, and not just natural colors that are similar to her actual color scheme. And I think that was the best decision because she's really shining. Okay, she's shining a lot in this composition because even though the colors are quite similar together, I think it makes a lot of harmony and peace because this character is kind of peaceful. She's a little bit sad and lonely. So with the fact that she's actually in this piece that is full and in harmony with the colors, I think that's really connect with the viewer a bit more because it just gives off this vibe that you're sharing this intimate time with her, and it's beautiful. It's in the fall, so pumpkin spice latte, anyone? It's kind of weird because it's summer and oh my god, March was boiling hot. Okay, really hot. I'm sweating right now as I say this. I should have fixed the fan before I started recording, but now I don't want to move and I can't move, so this can turn out really great. So I also added those light rays on the composition, and I blurred the leaf shadow a bit so that it's a little bit softer, and I think I achieved that effect. I'm not sure, but I think I did pretty good. With the dappled effect, I'm not quite sure if I did achieve that, and if it's really good, but I hope it's okay. So, the first thing you'll usually notice when you look at this piece, well, the first thing I usually notice are her red eyes on that white face, and the shadows on her hand and the lighting on her hand and her face. It's kind of the center of attention. So, I hope that the light rays weren't too much and directed the attention from that because it's just supposed to add a bit more of dimensionality and aesthetic-wise. So I hope I didn't go too far away from that, and it's all good. Along with this, I also added bees because she's kind of the bee queen. She's this big bee princess beauty. So I added some bees, some cute bees. I didn't go particularly detailed on the bees. I just wanted to make them look cute. That's cute little bees. They're not really realistic or anything. Just cute little bees. And sometimes cute is okay. I think because it's cute, it adds a lot more to the overall cuteness of this piece, and it just looks a bit more, oh god, it just looks a bit easier in the eyes. I also didn't really add a lot of shading on her wings. I didn't really focus on the shading on the wings because it's all very light, and something I did learn is that on the focal points of your artwork, it's better to keep it all sharp and less and harsher shading. But with everything else, it's okay to get a little less hard on the shading, so you could really focus on what's really important in your artwork, and then just create a sense of balance and harmony. Because the art principle of emphasis. Oh, hell yeah! Who's learning art now, bitches? So, also, there was this whole thing called proportion. Did I do proportion well? I don't know. I think her torso came out good, but I kind of struggled on her legs because, well, I don't know. I didn't know how to make it look like she's standing, but to make it look like she's actually sitting on her, and with a weird corset thingy. What do you call that? Spiny thing on her skirt. That was kind of hard for me to make it up because there's a lot of perspective since it's from the top. I don't know if I achieve it or if it's a bit too much on the backside, but I think it's okay. God, she's so cute, okay? And, oh my god, this is the first time I've actually spoken quite literally, exclusively on the actual art itself. Oh my god, her eyes are so pretty. Something I did start doing lately? With the way I add shines on my character's eyes. So I add the shines, the basic white shines, okay? And then I take the two contrasting colors. So I use a creative color scheme. Two contrasting colors of the eye itself. So her eyes are red. So I chose the two contrasting colors of the color red. So I chose green and purple, I believe. So I added a bit of that onto her red eyes, and I also added a bit of that on the jewels as well, so that it could just give it a little shine and light. I don't know why I started doing that, but I think it adds a little bit of more personality and spark and colors into the piece on special parts, such as the jewelry and her eyes. So just adds a bit more pop. I think personally, that's just for me. I don't see a lot of other artists who do that sort of thing. So maybe it's just me, but it kind of looks cute. Oh, okay. Lately, I've been studying VTubing. I've been watching a few VTubers. Not necessarily watching live streams since I don't really have time for that. And their live streams are very long to watch. Along with that, their live streams usually are at the morning, early morning, and I'm not necessarily a late sleeper. I'm not. I don't really what was it called again? I don't really stay up that late. And secondly, I wake up really early for schools. What I do was are short clips or videos. Shorts, actually. YouTube shorts. And that's where I usually get information from. And I watch them. And since I started studying VTuber designs and models, and since I kind of want to be a VTuber illustrator, I've also gotten a lot of VTubers on my homepage, and that's great because I really wanted to get into VTubing, like just watching as a hobby instead of I want to be something, but right now I'm just watching. But I haven't really gotten into it, even though I try. But now it's kind of happening, but slowly. I'm not trying to pressure myself for anything. I'm just doing things that I like to come by. And oh my god, did you see that oversaturated start earlier for the outline? It kind of looks like Forks Movie Merchandise. But yeah, guess we'll find out the results for this contest and hopefully I win. Thank you so much for watching. It's such a pleasure that you're all watching since I don't really usually get a lot of views, but I do really like what I'm doing, and I hope to continue doing this in the future. This is like the not most of voiceover I did. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Love you.